coordinator, Coach White. I'm sure he wants to thank everyone for being here.
Absolutely. First and foremost, thank you guys for being here. It's a great opportunity. You got obviously a lot of March Madness going on. Really appreciate you guys coming here. Gratifying to be here. Back on the grass yesterday, and it felt great to be out there around the teammates and coaches and recruits and all that good old stuff. But it was awesome. The cultural things that we did in the off season. It was nice to see those guys, kind of come together and just run around and play and have a good old time. So it was awesome. Any questions?
Yeah.
With last year, I think a lot of people look back on it and see the 4-2-5 to 3-3-5 stuff. How will you guys blend that, since I guess you're obviously going to have some more personnel to be able to make it a little more flexible and more to work with, I guess?
Absolutely. I mean, we're basically focusing, when the season was over with last year, obviously it's a brand new season, brand new everything. We have to dissect and research and make sure that we're not just going to do things just because of last year. It's a brand new year, but our personnel fits to where we can be, kind of a flex nickel defense is kind of like what I've been kind of talking about pretty much. Obviously, that means playing two fronts, and nickel personnel will be the base. And I think our guys understand our system well enough to where they both blend, and the words in one defense means the same thing in the other because of the versatility of our players and how deep we are in this defense. And I think that our guys, they light up when we talk like that. They light up when we know we have options and different things that we can do on the field to defend all these multiple offenses that we have to face. So flex nickel it is.
Clayton, what's your biggest concern as far as the new face? I mean, obviously linebacker the departures in there. What's your biggest, thing you look forward to as far as the spring as position-wise?
In the linebacker room?
Or linebacker.
In general, we did have two departures. Right now, we're excited about what's here. Those things happen earlier months, and things that happen 3 or 4 months before that, we only live and learn from those things. We're not going to dwell on them. One of my main policy is don't get mad twice. Learn twice. Learn from something and make sure we grow from it. Things happen for reasons. Guys leave the program for certain reasons, but the guys that we have here that we brought in to replace, we're very excited about them and what they bring to the game.
You've obviously got a lot of new faces, whether they're transfers or freshmen. So what are your initial impressions of those guys to this point in the year?
I would say my initial impression, like I said, it's early. You really can't really say, who they are and what they are. But what I can say is, they work hard. They've done a great job with Coach Day in the weight room, and a lot of this stuff is really transition. We brought 2 experienced guys in at linebacker room. We brought 2 brand new great-looking freshmen that are living and learning, and they're showcasing their skills. They're having a chance to. Yesterday was a very simple install, just so I want to see guys run and play and communicate as some aspect of the game. But I love what we see as far as the energy and the commit level as far as learning the stuff, and we're just trying to do a great job right now, trying to have the old guys teach the young guys, and the guys who've been here for 2.5 years, take a step up.
You mentioned some of the new guys, but Dylan Stewart, what do you see from him? And obviously just his, since being on campus the last 2 months, and any comparison from seeing his film on high school and just seeing him now for the last few months?
Yes, talented, long, good size. He does a good job. Yesterday I saw him kind of, doing the walkthrough yesterday. I asked, did he see something? He gave me this most intense look that I've seen. So he definitely turned it on just from an attitude standpoint. But I think, the culture and the things that we do here, he hasn't flinched yet. Is a freshman going to be perfect? Is anyone going to be perfect? Really not, right? So I think he's learning from that stuff. I think he's enjoying the grind and not always being successful. I think he's taking that and really going to really grow with it. And to me, when you're uncomfortable and when things aren't great, that's when you really grow the most.
With the experienced guys, like you kind of alluded to a second ago, and at every level you have guys who have been here for multiple seasons. I guess you kind of like having that in your back
Absolutely.
pocket.
I think that's a lot to do with, to me, culture. Everybody talks about culture in their program. And to me, culture is judged when things are bad. All right. Everybody, when things are great, everything's great. For everybody, every household in America, when things are great, when things turn, that's when you really find out what your culture is really like in your house. And to me, the way things went last year, and for most of our defensive guys to come back, to me that says a lot about our culture for our program, the defense that we have here, and what guys really want. Because guys, everybody have options. Coaches and players all have options, and we're back. So I think that's very exciting. Once the dust kind of settled and you look in the room and you see familiar faces, hear familiar voices, and guys with more than a chip on their shoulder.
You mentioned the familiar faces, especially on the defensive line. What do you like about that group going in the spring?
Yep, I love big guys, up front, and we have our big guys back, and we added some more big bodies. This is a big league. This is not, this is a big league. So you want to have as many big guys as you possibly can. We added some big guys on the edge. We added some bigger linebackers. So we feel like we've gotten bigger in the front seven. We also added some experience in the front seven. So that, to me, that makes you feel better as a program. The more of those guys you have, the more the better, because we all know this road can be bumpy. This road can be narrow. Got curves in it as well. So animals jumping everywhere. It's a tough road to ride here. All right, so.
Hey, Clayton, with some of the new coaches that are on the staff, have you had a chance to start picking their brains about things that they like and don't like as far as what you can scheme against and that type of thing? Well,
some of the coaches, we talk enough about it in here on the staff. Obviously, just getting to know some guys as they come in. You don't want to try to grill them on their very first day and try to see their knowledge. You just got to trust the fact that whoever Coach Beamer hires, that they have the level of coaching expertise that you eventually get to. I would say, me, Coach Dow, talk every now and again on some things that we like and that we don't like. We pretty much talk every week because we meet every week during the season as far as schemes and bounce a couple things off each other's head as far as organization and just, base stuff. But I do love talking to offensive coaches. Two of my most gratifying, I guess the word would be beneficial years of my coaching career was at the University of Connecticut, where I was a special teams coordinator and the running backs coach. I wouldn't be a coordinator if I wasn't ever a running backs coach because of just off the opportunity to coach under a legend coach, rest his soul, George DeLeon. I was under Joe Moorhead. He was the quarterbacks coach who's the head. I love the guy, Titian. It's always been plug and play type of things where Cam and Rush, and it was going to be, what's my man's name? Dowell and OD. Now Dowell is gone. Now it's OD, and it's the first time we've had a true open market situation. And obviously Judge has more experience. I think Vicari brings something. Emory has stepped his game up. He's not dealing with track, so he's focused on football, and you can see it. So it's only going to make us better as a football team. Competition is one of our top things, and they're competing in a good way. It's not, hate. To me, hate is whenever you want to be in that person's shoes. So I think they're doing it the right way. But I love what I see. They're all big and they're all strong and they're all fast. And we timed our guys this spring for the first time, and the clock was pretty low. Thank you, guys. Take care.